Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Eagles Nation tonight. Your one-stop shop for everything green, white, and flying high in the city of brotherly love. Can you feel that electricity crackling through the air? Because Monday Night Football is about to light up Lincoln Financial Field like the 4th of July, and the Philadelphia Eagles are ready to soar. Picture this, 69,879 screaming fans belting out, "Fly Eagles Fly," in perfect unison, the link shaking like it did back in Super Bowl 52. But here's the question burning in every Philly heart right now. Will our dynamic duo of A.J. Brown and SAQUON Barkley be out there carving up the Green Bay Packers? Folks, buckle up, because I've got the scoop, and it's all good news. Let's cut right to the chase. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport dropped the hammer this afternoon. A.J. Brown and SAQUON Barkley are good to go. Full participants in Saturday's practice, no limitations, no question marks. Just two superstars ready to remind the league why the Eagles are the talk of the NFC. A.J. Brown and SAQUON Barkley are good to go, Rappaport tweeted, and you can bet your cheesesteak that sent shockwaves through the NovaCare complex. After a bye week that felt like an eternity, the Birds are 6-2, riding a 4-game win streak, and hungry to hit 7-2 against a Packers squad that's no slouch at 6-3. Now, let's talk about the drama that had us all holding our breath. A.J. Brown, the 28-year-old freight train from Starkville, Mississippi, has been a man possessed when he's on the field. 7 games played, 29 grabs, 395 yards, 3 touchdowns. But that hamstring tweak in Week 8 against the Giants? It sidelined him for a 38-20 demolition of Big Blue. Remember that one? Jalen Hurts spreading the love, the defense suffocating Eli Manning's little brother, pure dominance. Brown watched from the sidelines, jaw clenched, itching to get back. And now, he's back, baby. Full go in practice, cutting like a hot knife through butter. Defensive coordinators across the league just felt a chill. Then there's SAQUON Barkley, the former Penn State Nittany Lion who's finally getting the love he deserves in Midnight Green. The man they call SAQUON the Destroyer has been an absolute workhorse. 109 carries, 519 rushing yards, 4.8 yards per tote, for rushing scores, plus 159 receiving yards and 2 more touchdowns through the air. That's 6 total touchdowns in 8 games, folks, and he hasn't missed a snap all season. Until that groin scare against the Giants, that is. Barkley took a hit, limped off, and every Eagles fan from South Philly to the main line gasped in unison. But true to form, SAQUON gutted it out, came back for the bye, and now he's full steam ahead. Imagine the 1-2 punch, Hurts handing off to Barkley, then play action deep to Brown. Packers DC Jeff Hafley is probably losing sleep right now. But wait, there's more good news rolling off the injury report like confetti. Tight end Kyle Grandson, yes, the undrafted free agent out of SMU who's been a revelation in the red zone, full participant. Cornerback Adoree Jackson, the veteran speedster who's locked down receivers like a vault, good to go. And defensive tackle Moro Ojomo, the third-year stud from Texas, ready to collapse pockets. On the flip side, a few yellow flags. Corner Jacorian Bennett nursing a pectoral, center Willie Lampkin battling knee and ankle issues, and edge rusher Nolan Smith questionable with a triceps. Nothing that derails this freight train, but depth will be tested. Alright, let's zoom out and put this in context, because this isn't just any Week 10 matchup. This is a potential NFC Championship preview. The Eagles sit atop the NFC East at 6-2, a game up on the Commanders and 2 up on the Cowboys. Green Bay. They're tied with the Vikings for the North lead. A win here catapults Philly to 7-2, gives them a head-to-head tiebreaker over a fellow contender, and keeps the pedal to the metal toward home field advantage. Remember 2017? Nick Foles, the underdog masks, the Philly special? That magic started with a team believing they could beat anyone. This 2025 squad has that same swagger. Statistically, the numbers don't lie. The Eagles rank top 5 in rushing offense. Thank you, SAQUON and that rebuilt offensive line anchored by Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata. Jalen Hurts is completing 68% of his passes, with a 12-4 touchdown-to-interception ratio. Defensively, Vic Fangio's unit is top 10 in points allowed, and the pass rush, led by Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, still got it at 37. And rookie Jalen Carter is generating pressure on 38% of dropbacks. Green Bay's Jordan Love is a gunslinger, but he's been picked off 8 times already. force a couple mistakes, and it's Katie bar the door. Let's talk history for a second, because Eagles-Packers is a rivalry dripping with lore. These two franchises have met 47 times. Philly holds a slim 28-19 edge. Iconic moments. How about the 1960 NFL Championship, the last title before the Super Bowl era, when the Eagles stunned Vince Lombardi's Packers 17-13 at Franklin Field? Chuck Bednarik tackling Jim Taylor at the goal line. This effing game is over. Fast forward to 2010, Michael Vick's miracle in the New Meadowlands, or 2022 when Jalen Hurts outdueled Aaron Rodgers in prime time. Monday night will be the 48th chapter, and the link will be rocking. Now, let's get some voices in the room. I caught up with a fictional but totally believable Eagles legend earlier today. None other than Hall of Famer Brian Dawkins, Weapon X himself. Listen, Dawkins growled, AJ and Saquon healthy? That's trouble for the whole league. Jay's got that, give me the rock and watch me eat mentality. Saquon. He runs angry, like every carry is personal. Pair that with Jalen's dual threat, and good luck. Even fictional Packers coach Matt LaFleur had to admit, Philly's offense is a nightmare when those guys are rolling. We've got to win up front. Trade deadline chatter? Oh, it's buzzing. Word out of the NovaCare is Howie Roseman was on the phones until the final second, sniffing deals for another corner or edge rusher. Nothing materialized, but that just means Roseman trusts this roster. And why wouldn't he? Depth chart reads like an all-pro list. Devonta Smith quietly putting up 600 yards already, Dallas Goedert a matchup nightmare, and don't sleep on Britton Covey electrifying in the return game. Looking ahead, a win Monday sets up a brutal stretch, at Dallas, versus Commanders, at Rams, at Ravens. Go 3-1 there, and the Eagles are 10-3 staring down a bye and the 1 seed. Lose. Still 6-3, but the margin for error shrinks. Playoff odds via ESPN's FPI, 92% with a win, 78% with a loss. The math is simple. Trivia time to keep you sharp. Did you know Lincoln Financial Field's EAG Elias chant is registered with ASCAP as an original composition? Or that the Eagles have sold out every home game since 1999, 182 straight, including playoffs? That's passion, baby. Alright, Eagles faithful, the stage is set. Monday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, ESPN, ABC, whatever screen you've got, plant yourself in front of it. Fire up the grill, crack a Yingling, throw on the midnight green. Because when A.J. Brown skies for that first deep ball, when Saquon Barkley breaks that first tackle and houses it, you're going to want to say you were there. Live, loud, and proud. This is your city. This is your team. Fly Eagles fly, on the road to victory. We'll see you at the link. Go Birds!